Hi there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, we will be learning the basics, the fundamentals of how to draft a basic bodice. It has no doubt just the important information you need. So you first need your shoulder to your waist. Okay, so that is what I'm marking, and then you do add an allowance to it, 1 inch allowance. Okay, so you would have where your shoulder to your bust to be, shoulder to your waist, and then the neck you actually do work around 3 by 3 or 3.5 by 3.5 as it is being drafted by the pencil. So I will be repeating the whole process again using the marker to deepen it up as well if you're not seeing this clearly, but kindly do bear with me so that you can understand what I'm explaining here. So when you get the packers back, it normally falls between 5 inches and 4 inches on most of the measurements. Okay, so someone with a size 10, size 12 will be working around the shoulders of 4 inches. So here the person's bust, which is 36, you divide the 36 into 2, and then you divide that into 4 as well. Okay, so you mark it out, making it that. So if you go about that, so you first need your bust, okay, and then your waist. Okay, so in order for you to get the concept, and then you add your allowance to it, which is 3 inches. That is the measurement I use most of the time. So from your bust to your chest line, you go up by 2 inches in order for you to get your chest line, which will aid you in the drafting of your armhole. Okay, yes, so it would help you in order for you to draft your armhole. If this is your first time coming across my channel, this is Renake's Collections. My name is Irene Fa. I'm a fashion designer in Ghana, Kumasi, to be precise. Do not forget to subscribe, turn on your notification bell so that anytime I upload a new video, you will be alerted. Okay, so that is it. When you go up by 2 inches, you straighten it up, and then where your shoulder actually ended, you come down and then you curve beneath it. So at the joining between the chest line and the shoulder line, it what actually creates the armhole. Okay, I'll be repeating the whole process all over again with my marker board. So we are working around a bust of 36, waist 30, hip 40, shoulder to waist 16, shoulder to hip 23. So you work around our neck using 3 by 3 inches. You can decide to use your free hand to curve it out, but if not, you can also get a French curve to aid the whole process. So in order for you to get it like so, you make sure that with your shoulder you would actually do have to add either half or 1 inch allowance for sewing if you're going to be attaching any sleeves. Like so, you would either add 1 inch or half-inch allowance, and then you go down by 1 inch for the shoulder slants. You know that any human being is not really straight, so the inches from your neck to the inches of where your hand actually is, it that slopes. Okay, it goes down. So that slope would do help you. So here, that is our bust measurement. That is our chest line, and where our shoulder line and chest line meets is where our armhole is created. Okay, so we have our chest line, our bust line, and then where the chest line and the shoulder line meets is where we get our armhole. And then from the neck, you slant down by 1 inch in order for you to get your shoulder slant, and then you use your neck measurement would fall between 3 or 3.5. But you can also make it as your bust divided by 6 plus 1.5 in order to get your neck measurement. Okay, yes, so that is it. So if the person has a bust of 34, you do that with that measurement. And it's always advisable that you add 3 inches allowance to your project. Okay, so this is the complete basic measurement in how you would be able to draft your top. So with any top, you would need to get this understanding in order for you to transfer your data in to make it quite understandable. So here this section is where there will be the zip. Okay, there will be a zip at the back. We are drafting the back, so we use the lines for the front. We transferred it to the other side so that we can draft the back. So whilst you are going 1 inch for the shoulder slant for the front, you try your best to go half of an inch for the back. And then you also make sure that instead of the 3 by 3 inches for the neck, you come down by 1 inch for the neck. And then you do come down by half of an inch for the shoulder slant. Your chest line meeting your shoulder line is what creates your armhole. Okay, so that is what will be happening. So you do that if it is with 32, you divide it by 4 to get your measurement. If it is with bust 36, you divide it by 4 to get that measurement. Okay, to make it very much easier. So this is the basic of it all. This is, if you understand this concept, you would be able to apply your data to make it more easier. But if this is your first time coming across my channel, I'm also Irene, a fashion designer in Ghana, Kumasi. So the difference between the front pattern and our back pattern falls between our zip line, our neckline, and then the shoulder slant. The shoulder slant comes down by half of an inch, while the front does that by 1 of an inch. And then the neck goes 3 by 1 inch, whilst the front goes 3 by 3 inches. The neck for the front always comes more down compared to that of the back. So that is the difference between the front and the back pattern. So we will be using this particular pattern to create on the top for ourselves. Okay, so let's just keep this one here and then cut it out. So this is how you'll be cutting it out. This is where we need. So this is how you'll be cutting it out. Just making sure that my center is being, divided for sure that that is a center. And then you do cut it out. But this is a pull pattern. But this particular style that you'll be working around, it has gathers at the waist section, and I want mine to be more gathered. That is the reason why you see me making sure that it has straight measurement from the waist to the bust. Okay, but with the average one, we would have cut it from the slanted section. But since the top you'll be working around is quite not too fitted, it has gathers beneath it, we are actually opening up our waist measurements. We are using our bust measurement for that of our waist and drawing it like so. So here in this section, we are cutting it out. And please do check out the description, okay? Because the next video will be how you cut it on the fabric and sew it as well.